everyone, my name is Mridul and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing with you all some Tumblr inspired room decor ideas. So yeah, if you want to know how I made some of these DIYs, then keep on watching. For the first DIY, you'll obviously need some sort of fabric. I went with chiffon, some fairy lights. I ended up needing 3 packs, some tape to stick everything together, hooks to actually hang everything on it, and a measuring tape. First of all, you want to begin by finding an area where you want the headboard to be and measure the length and the breadth of that area, because the center of that wall will be where you will be hammering the hook on. After hammering the hook onto the center of the wall, you want to hang the fairy lights. I ended up hanging 3 fairy lights because I felt that the more lights I used, the overall look turned out to be better. I used some tape to secure the fairy lights in place. I went for a sort of triangle on the wall. I just used tape to secure it. It obviously doesn't have to be a perfect triangle because it will be wrapped around with the fabric that we use later. This is what it looked like after I was done hanging the fairy lights. Just like how I hung the fairy lights on each side of the wall, I will be doing the exact same thing with the white chiffon fabric. If you find white dupattas at home, you can obviously use them if they are of your liking. I chose to go with one on each side of the wall. You can add more or less according to the idea that you have for the fullness of the look. For the final step, you just really need to get creative and wrap the chiffon fabric or the dupatta that you're using around the fairy lights. Pull out pieces that you like, create ruffles and fullness to the look. So I've switched on the lights here so that you can get a better view of what I'm doing. If you are confused, you can draw some inspiration from pictures or follow exactly how I do it or get really creative here. I feel the messier it is, it ends up looking better. So yeah, just improvise and it will end up looking cute in the end because of the lights. No matter how messy or neat you are, it will look cute. This is how my curtain headboard ended up looking. For the second DIY, you'll need a metal grill. I found it at my hardware store for 50 rupees, a measuring tape, and some nails. I began by measuring the dimensions of my study area so that I could get the grill of the exact size. I placed the grill onto the table. I really didn't need to hammer it down. So I found this pack of clips for rupees 50 at Crawford Market, and I used a couple of Polaroid pictures to hang. You can obviously use any like printed out pictures, to-do list, reminder lists, post-its, anything that you like, because we are technically using this piece of grill as a clipboard. So again, just get really creative with it. Hang whatever you like, position it in different ways, see how you like it. I added these white flowers, which I again got from Crawford Market for rupees 150. Then I got these trunks, which really helped to add a pop of color onto my desk. And I stacked them on top of each other. In one corner of the desk, I added a Polaroid camera because it looks really cute. A bowl of markers, you can add a bowl of pens, pencils, whatever you like. And added a few knickknacks here and there. So yeah, that's about it. For the final DIY, you'll need some turf. I found turf at Crawford Market for 30 rupees each piece, some nails, and a hammer. I didn't have a hammer, so I used a shower head, and it really ended up working really well. Next, you want to just make your markings and hammer the nails onto the wall. Position them exactly where the turf would end and start. You want the entire wall to be covered with turf. You want to find a turf which has these sort of holes in it so that when you hang them, you can put those loops into the nail and they're secured really well and they won't fall off easily. So instead of hammering the nails first and then hanging the turf on, instead you could hammer the turf down using nails. I feel that this method is a lot more sturdy. Once you're done covering the entire wall from top to bottom with turf, this is what it should look like. The final step is to really customize the area with things that you like. So I added some of my favorite books. I added this cookie jar. The whole idea of this space is to kind of make it your getaway space and enjoying it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you happen to recreate any of these looks, then don't forget to tag me on Instagram and Twitter, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next week. Bye!